Please join me for Ask the Good Doctor, live today and every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 12 noon Central Standard Time, and 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Bring your questions.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm Dr. LaJoyce Brookshire, and welcome to Ask the Good Doctor. I am here to help you attain, maintain, and reclaim your perfect health. Join me on Twitter at Ask the Good Doc, on Instagram and Facebook at Ask the Good Doctor. And as you can see, we are live from my kitchen today. We're going to have a little chat with the kitchen warriors who joined me in the Poconos a couple of weeks ago. We're going to do a recap, and I want to talk to them, to talk to you about their experience at Kitchen Warriors. I want them to share everything they've learned. If you missed it, all I have to say is you missed it. And here is the book, Kitchen Warriors 101, Homemade Healthy. We used all of the recipes from my book. You can get it at Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble, or wherever books are sold. And in here are remixes of our favorite recipes using healthier ingredients. Hello, ladies. How are you?
Hi. Hi.
Hello. Kim, say hello. That's Kim from
Hi.
Chicago. Yes. And Melinda from Jersey City, New Jersey.
Hi.
And Nikki from Chicago.
Hello.
And the others will join us later. I wanted to have them here with us today because they came from all over. Chicago, Jersey, I guess that is all over. And Chris is also here. And IW will join us later. We were a group of 10 who enjoyed some yummy, yummy, sumptuous, scrumptious dishes, but we learned a lot along the way. Nikki, I want to start with you about what you feel that you learned while at Kitchen Warriors.
Well, I will say that I learned about some of the good things that we should eat, the bad things we should stay away from, what they do to the body, and just eating food that make you feel good. That's what I learned.
Eating food that makes you feel good. Yes. She made some beautiful plates to you all. And, part of good eating and serving food to others is a beautiful presentation. And I think that has everything to do with allowing the eyes to eat first. First you smell it, and then you see it, and then you taste it. So your taste is actually last. So I believe that a beautiful presentation is everything. Melinda, you hardly ever get into the kitchen, and this, by your own admission, and this was actually a really good exercise for you. What did you learn?
Mm-hmm. Well, I learned about all of the dynamics of the different foods, like the power of garlic and onions, not just to give flavor, but what it does to your body to help it fight off bacteria and help with digestive system. Just learning, even water, like someone was like, oh, buy, Fiji water and buy Evian because it's better to drink, and just learning about the importance of BPA-free bottles, no matter how high quality the water may seem to be, if it's packaged in a bottle that has possible toxins seeping through the plastic, it's not good for you. And just also making foods that taste good, but that is not causing harm to your body, because I'm going through a healing process. So it's very important that I put foods in my body that help with my healing process. So, but also I don't want to just feel like I'm tortured at eating stuff that I don't like to eat. So eating stuff that's tasty is important as well.
That's right. Agreed. I'm so glad that you ventured this way to Kitchen Warriors, to stretch beyond your comfort zone. Because when you're around other people who are semi-familiar with the kitchen or who are really familiar with the kitchen, it can be a little intimidating. And even though I am not a professional cook, I am not a professional chef by any means, I have been spinning recipes since my Easy Bake Oven. And my mother is sitting here next to me. She can attest to that. And when that now Easy Bake Oven actually has a recipe book that when you run out of the stuff that comes with it, it has its own recipe book that you can purchase to make other food to go into the Easy Bake Oven. But when I was 8 or 9 years old with my first Easy Bake Oven, I actually had to maneuver that myself, because you eat that packaged food in 3 days that comes with the Easy Bake Oven. You run through it because you're baking everything. Oh, taste this. Oh, eat this. You're just so frantic, so that everything that comes with it. But my mother did not stop me when I said, can I have some flour? I want to make another cake. I want to make some more biscuits. Can I make this? She didn't stop me. She let me just go into the cabinet and do whatever I want. Did everything come out good? No. But some things are really great. And it was a great experimental project for me and gave me that comfortability. People ask all the time about how can you incorporate children into the process of cooking and venturing into other foods. And I always say, first of all, if you lived in a household like I did, whatever was on your plate was for dinner. That's what was for dinner, period. But if you allow them, it starts in the grocery store, again with the eyes. Start in the colorful sections that are so beautifully colorful. And it allows the children to eat first with their eyes. Oh, mommy, this is so pretty and purple. What's this? I'm not sure, honey. Let's take it home. What's this, honey? It's so orange. Let's take it home. And experiment in that way. And also get the children into the process of chopping and dicing, helping in the kitchen. Now, Kim is shaking her head. She's nodding in agreement. Kim is probably as close to, I will put her akin with Chef Shaina, but she joined us anyway. She is a wonderful home chef, and she has a delivery service called 1027 Stop and Drop in Chicago. She helps to keep my mommies fed when she's doing good meals, and she works full time, but this is her passion. And she goes, I'm cooking. This is on the menu. Want me to make a delivery? Yes. Kim, how did you find Kitchen Warriors and what did you learn?
Oh, wow. It was an awesome experience. I was definitely out of my comfort zone, being in the mountains and just being in that environment, because I come from a family of people who were domestics and cooked. So, if I did it, I mostly do it by myself. My son will help sometimes, but mostly I cook alone. So it was a good experience cooking with the other ladies. We made some friendships, I believe, good friendships. So that was exciting. But I learned how to properly cut vegetables. Mm-hmm. I just wish we had learned how to cut a tomato, because that's one of my weaknesses.
Same way.
But I learned how to do that, and I did bring that skill back home, and it helped a lot. Mm-hmm. I just enjoyed all the food. All the food was great. The niche nash tray, even from that on up to the gumbo, everything. It was awesome. And working with the ladies. Awesome.
Now, the niche nash tray.
Yes.
We spent a lot of time on those niche nash trays. Mm-hmm. Now, tell them what you know a niche nash tray to be now, Nikki.
I know it to be like if you you're kind of hungry, but you really don't want something, a big meal, and it's really filling, you know, and the options that you can put on them are endless. So.
Endless. Turn your volume up just a little bit so the next time I come to you, sound a little bit louder. Turn up your volume, Nikki. Melinda, your Nish Nash tray was great. And it's an appetizer tray, basically, and everyone had their own tray to make their way of whatever they felt was appetizing to them. And I thought that it would be really good that we have these appetizer trays in between learning sessions because, you know, it takes a long time to make meals, wholesome meals. You have to chop everything. You're not buying stuff that's already chopped up. Your onions already chopped. And matter of fact, that's gross. Don't do that. So when they're talking about the salmonella in the onions and the salmonella, and I'm like, just blame it on the onion. Okay, stop all that. I believe chop your onion from scratch. Purchase your onions from scratch. Do not buy all of that stuff that's prepackaged and pre-chopped. We had zoodles. Zoodles, yes. Oh, look, Melinda liked those zoodles.
Yeah.
Zoodles are zucchini noodles instead of pasta. And we had the wonderful spiralizer that spiralized the zoodles to make them look like noodles. And it was served with the homemade Italian chicken. Kim was like, it was delicious, right?
Yes. Yes.
But the exercise that Chef Shaina taught us about how to make the homemade sauce, and we literally, you all, hand crushed tomato sauce with our gloves on. Hand crushed. What did you all learn about kitchen safety? With our face shields?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Who are you asking? Anyone?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Well, for kitchen safety, we did talk about, I believe we talked about like when you put your pots on the stove, try to make sure that your handles are facing inward or away from you so you don't accidentally knock it off. How to use the knife. You keep the tip on the board. So if you keep it on the board, it's guided and you won't accidentally stab anyone, cut anyone. Or yourself, yeah. And so those are the two things that I remember. Melinda, Nikki.
Yes.
Well, it was the cutting for me because I was, right away, Chef Shaina was like, no. Cutting the old school way that I cut, you might have it right, but it just takes that one time is just so important.
Yes.
Yes. For me, the knives.
Can't hear you, Nikki. You said what?
I
Nikki?
said same thing for me is safety with the kitchen knives and how to hold
the kitchen knives. The kitchen knives, absolutely. But crushing and having on the gloves, not doing it with your bare hands. And we all wore face shields for safety. And we intentionally kept the numbers small. That was very important to me. And people kept saying, oh, I didn't even hear about this event. How you didn't even advertise it? Yes, I did. These people who were here, they bought in right away. And that was it. When the number was up, the number was up. And I didn't really want to compromise on that. The place that we were in was beautiful and quaint as Chef Shaina's spot, Mad Apples. And I just didn't want to overload us. Additionally, we were supposed to have this event in Vermont, and they did not have the staff to accommodate us. So they told me in September, so I had to pivot. Chef Shaina was going to initially come be with us in Vermont, you all. And so when we had to pivot and do it in the Poconos, and I said, well, I'm only going to have it for as many people as I can personally cook for. Because in Vermont, they have an entire kitchen staff who were going to make these recipes from this book. And I was just going to demo. But here, I had to cook everything. We cooked everything. I'm so glad that you all were so hands-on. You had such willing spirits and great attitudes and good appetites. That was good. So as you are in your grocery stores, you must shop fresh. Is it going to cost you up some extra money? Sure. But I promise you, pay now or pay later, but one day you'll pay. Okay. And you guys, speaking of the chili, remember when I kept saying, there's something missing? I can't figure out. And y'all were like, this chili's good. This chili's good. I didn't put the chili powder in it.
We didn't miss it.
Y'all didn't miss it?
We didn't miss it.
Maybe that's a new recipe for people that, not crazy about the chili powder.
I forgot
Chili
to put
powderless
the
chili.
in it. Oh my gosh. Well, one of the things that I love the most when I'm doing the nish-nash, you guys, how'd your olives hold up on the way back home?
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Perfect.
Great.
We made these olives, you all. And these are just regular olives from jars, Kalamata, black olives from the can, and Kalamata and Greek olives. So Kalamata, black and regular Spanish olives. We use all different kinds of seasonings, thyme, rosemary, crushed red pepper. Look at that. Look at that yummy goodness. Yeah. And so many of them say, I don't eat olives. Okay, try this. I think it was pretty tasty. And everyone got to take home their own jar of the olives. And now you have something else additional to put on your nish-nash tray. I like olives because they are a really good fat, a really good healthy fat. That's where we get the whole olive oil, because of course they're made of olives. And that liquid that's in there is red vinegar and red wine vinegar. And it is also just a tinge of olive oil. I want to show you all something. This is something I wanted to have for you all. You see this? These are plums. These have been fermenting since September 1st. I want you to hear, I'm just going to loosen this, and we are going to finish the fermentation process. See if you can hear if I did this right. Ah! Do you hear that? Yeah. That's how it's supposed to be. So now I'm just going to give them a little, oh, that smells so good. This is just a cup and a half of sugar, and these plums made their own liquid. I didn't add any liquid to this. At first, it was just a whole container of plums. And then I just kind of stab around now at this juncture. But now it's time to add whatever kind of alcohol you want to add into it. And I'll do a little further smashing.
Cocktail.
I like to use a white sweet wine. This is quite simply called, I don't know if you can see that. This is called nectar. Yes?
Yes.
Another Wegmans product. No antibiotics, no nitrates, no nitrites. Yes, alcohol contains nitrates and nitrites. Even down to the alcohol you drink. Try to make sure, if you drink alcohol, nitrites and nitrates. If I'm going to have some wine, I want it to be the plum wine I made. So I'm just going to fill this container with the plum wine that I have, and then I will let this sit until New Year's Day, when we have our New Year's Day get down, and I strain this back into these bottles, and my friends will get half a bottle, and then we'll drink the rest. That's how we do it. And then this sits again, and just like it popped open, that's when you know that your fermentation process has worked. It does the little pop. I just love this wine. It is so good and so wholesome. And I did it myself, and you all can do it too. So I got my plums from my community shared garden. Maybe if you're not a member of a community shared garden, you can purchase organic plums from wherever you buy your fruit, hopefully from a farmer's market. Support your local farmers. Yes? Yeah. All of our food, yes. All of that fresh food.
Yes.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
A ton of fresh food.
Yeah.
You don't even think you're going to use all that stuff. Right? But we use almost all of it. And then to top it all off, by the time we finished, Oh, I want to show you all what the anti-plague looks like. Tell them about making the anti-plague formula, y'all. Go ahead, Kim.
A lot of work, but worth it.
It's a lot of work, but it is worth it. We chopped up white onions, horseradish, garlic. What else, girl? What else do we?
Habanero peppers.
Habanero peppers. And it was something else.
Apple cider vinegar.
Oh yeah, we had the apple cider vinegar. Have you been shaking your bottles?
When I remember, I have it right here.
I'm gonna have to start taking you now.
When I remember, I try to
Every
shake it.
The anti-plague formula, you all, is antiviral, antibacterial, antiparasitic. It kills whatever you got going on. If you don't feel well when you go to bed at night, take some of this. It probably won't bother you in the morning. Our eyes watered. Listen, many hands makes the job light, okay? Because this is like a one-person job. This takes 5 hours. You can imagine that, yes?
Yes.
Because it took all of us, and it took over an hour to accomplish all this. Oh, you all forgot to say garlic.
Oh, I said garlic. Yeah, I said it. Yeah.
The full recipe is in Kitchen Warriors 101. If you are too ill to contact me, and I'll be glad to ship some to you. But this is the concentrate. This is how it brews. And this has been sitting now, what, we're 3 weeks in? So we shake this, look at that. So you move this around every single day. This is a 1 gallon jug. And each of them took home their own supply to watch over it like a little baby. They're watching over it. Shake it every day.
Oh yeah.
We get to the point where it's 3 weeks. We're gonna come back together and we'll blend it up together. And I'll teach you how to make it on the next steps. But all of the instructions are in Kitchen Warriors. As you all could tell, the kitchen and food, it all brings me joy. You all brought me joy coming together. And I look forward to us doing it again. Go ahead, Kim.
I want to say something about the anti-plague formula.
Please.
Back in 2020, I got very, very ill. I mean, seriously. And I had the concentrated that Dr. LaJoyce had given me, but I hadn't mixed it or anything. I went to the store, got the brag, sick as a dog, and I mixed it up. And what I had, I was sick maybe 4 to 5 days. Other people were sick 12 to 20 days with the same thing I had. And that's all I'm going to say about that. So anti-plague, swear by it. Right hand, swear by it.
Okay. Fantastic. Thank you for that testimony. I appreciate it very much. You got something powerful in your hand right here. And this is from God's Pharmacy. You remember how grandma used to open up that back door, snatch something out the dirt?
Yes.
Off a tree, put it in a pot, blend it up, make you drink it. It tasted crazy, but you felt better. Remember that?
Oh, yes, I do.
You went to the bathroom like crazy. This is part of that same concept, but these are roots. The onion is a root. The garlic is a root. The horseradish is a root. The ginger. That's what we're getting here. The ginger.
That's what we forgot. Yeah.
As we forget. And that's Bragg's apple cider vinegar. And this does the body good. Y'all, thank y'all so much for your comments. Thank you for being here. I'm so glad that you all enjoyed it that much, that you all want to stay in touch with one another. I appreciate you. Don't go away. When we come back, more from Kitchen Warriors after this. Welcome back to Ask the Good Doctor. I'm Dr. LaJoyce Brookshire, and we are recapping Kitchen Warriors. Today, I am pleased to have with us one of the other participants in this second half of the show, Fayette Harrington. Fayette, hello, how are you? And also, hello, Fayette, where is she? There she is. Hi. And there is IW, who I say every week. I'd like to thank my supervising producer, IW. He was there. And also, of course, the fabulous, the amazing Chef Shaina. Hello, Chef Shaina.
How are you guys?
Yes. Listen, We are just doing a recap to talk about Kitchen Warriors and what your experiences were and how you felt about the food, what you learned the most. Let's start with you, IW.
All right, so I mean, I thought it was incredible. First of all, it was a pleasure meeting Chef Shaina and Faye. Faye was all, I love Faye's energy and everything, and the other people that were there. But what I really picked up on was not just the good food that was being made or how it was this one-on-one connection with the participants and you guys. But what I loved the most was how you and Chef Shaina were giving your own chef tips. And I was paying attention to that. Like when Chef Shaina was like, oh, well, I do it like this. And you were like, well, I put this in there. And then both of you were excited about, oh, we do it the same way. We do this the same. And then, but it was nice to kind of get that, to see like a chef's mind at work and to see how involved, and then watching the participants pick up little things themselves from this whole experience. And it just felt good. It was nice. The energy was right. But then after tasting that food was incredible. I would have stayed there. I would have spent the night. I would have came back. That food tastes so good. I would have been greedy. I would have ate everything, took it home, and said, forget everybody else. Snatched Chef Shaina up, snatched LaJoyce up, and said, look, I'm keeping y'all forever to cook just for me, because that food was delicious. It was delicious. I really enjoyed it.
Good. And it was delicious and nutritious. And Chris said that he never thought that eating so much he'd lose weight, and he lost weight the whole weekend.
Yes.
He lost 10 pounds.
Yes. Wow. But you know what? A lot of people don't even realize that you can have really good, you can have healthy food that tastes so good, as much as, because so many people get it, we love to hear about all of the, the mac and cheese and everything, but you never know that you can still do it in a way where it tastes good, but still not overwhelm you or be unhealthy for you. So the way you guys,
that's not going to kill you.
And not going to kill you, yeah. Because the way that you guys were preparing it, I was watching like Chef Shaina's greens.
You mean LaJoyce's greens? Right. Thank you.
Oh, well, okay, you know what? Well, LaJoyce's greens, but then Chef Shaina was saying that I forgot how you prepared it.
Yes, boil the water first.
Right, because it came out crisp. I was telling my wife, I said, look, this is how it has to be done from now on. Don't do it any other way. This tastes too good. I was crunchy. I was like, I'd rather have it like this. And she's looking at me like, if you don't get out of my face with this. I was like, but it was really good.
Excellent. Faye, what were your experiences? Faye came to the Poconos from Atlanta, y'all. So there were two of them who came from Atlanta, and Faye was one of the people who came all the way from Atlanta to be with us. Faye, tell us about your experience at Kitchen Warriors. I'm so glad you came.
Likewise, I enjoyed everyone. Like IW said, I enjoyed the spirit. I enjoyed the food, because I too ate a lot. I don't know how much weight I lost, but I know I ate a lot. And I learned how to prepare food in the right way, because I've been preparing and doing things, especially like cutting up an onion wrong. And Chef, I just truly want to thank you for allowing us the opportunity to go to your restaurant and for you to share your tips and suggestions and things, because a lot of times chefs don't share nothing.
You right.
They don't share nothing. They look at you. I put this, that, and the other. Yeah, okay. And forgot to tell you. Oh, and I put a tad of garlic in there. They don't tell you that. But I do appreciate you sharing. LaJoyce, everything was excellent. I came home, and for Thanksgiving, I made my version of gumbo. Yes, forgot I didn't have a couple of the ingredients, but that's okay.
That's all right. That's all right. I'm so glad you tried your hand at the gumbo. That's really intricate and something that a lot of people don't venture to try because it's so many ingredients. It's in this book, y'all, Kitchen Warriors 101. It's a labor of love. Chef Shaina's children tore that gumbo down.
Ah, they did. They loved it.
The gum. What else have you tried since you've been home, Fayette?
Well, I did do, well, I've been eating the garbage salad because that had to come back and regroup. But I got two of the, let's see, can you see it? Let's see. All right.
Okay, like move it in front of your face. Turn it around the other way so that the label is facing us. Yes, the other way. Turn the label to the
other
computer.
label.
Turn the label to the computer so we can see the name of what you're holding up.
Yeah, I know I'm special.
Put it closer. Put it closer. There you go.
All right, let me go.
The screen. There you are. Those are plum. That is a plum fruit spread. And tell them, Faye.
It is so good with the various cheeses and the crackers. And in addition to that, I also purchased let me see if I can do this right.
Yeah.
Wrong way. Let me see. Wrong way. Come on. I'm looking at
There it is.
Oh, there we go. The fig jam. Oh, Lord. It is good too. And of course, I've been eating pepperoni.
Not just any pepperoni.
Yes, I know. I got corrected, but I do have it in my Walmart cart.
But for the purpose of the audience, it's not pork pepperoni. It is turkey pepperoni. Made by Applegate Farms. It contains no nitrates and no nitrites. And this is something that you can use to snack on. It's a really nice protein. And we had it on our niche nosh trays. Well, if you wanted to put it on your niche nosh tray, you can put it on your niche nosh tray.
Yes.
Definitely.
They made the most beautiful niche nosh tray.
Oh, we did. It was a wonderful experience. And matter of fact, I've been telling so many people, you might have about 5 more who want to come. It's your next.
We'll see if Chef Shaina let us ascend on her place again.
Yes,
always open.
Oh, Chef, thank you so much for hosting.
Thank you.
What do you think about the concept of kitchen warriors teaching people how to make healthy food? You're a chef. Now, I'm a cook. I'm a home cook. Right. That's it. I figured out how to do some things. I don't have the technical. I didn't even know how to cut an onion the way you showed us. But I'm glad to know it now. And I used it for Thanksgiving. I sure did.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, of course. But thank you so much for hosting us. And I thank you for believing in the fact that people need to learn how to make foods in a healthy way.
Right. Yeah. No, it's major. And I want to say thank you because in doing that whole weekend, it opened my eyes to a lot of things, which one of those big things I'm trying to do, I'm not even going to say try, I'm going to do is for the summertime, I want to do some type of cooking academy.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think it would be really helpful. I think it would be really fun. And, people are always trying to learn. I remember when I first became a wife and a mother, and it was like, am I cooking the same things over and over and over?
Yes.
When you go and you learn different techniques and different things, it makes you want to venture out. And so thank you for, even giving the opportunity. And I'm like, we got to take this show on the road.
I'm here for it. Let me know what you'd like to come in. I would love to come in and guest cook with you. And I don't know if Chef Shaina is available to come around with me anywhere. Like you said, take this show on the road. I want Chef Shaina right there with me because I learned a lot. One thing that she taught that I learned was something she called batch cooking. I'm always cooking 4 pieces of this and 8 pieces of that. And she saw me just in the kitchen struggling. She said, okay, want me to tell you how to do this? I was like, yes. And the griddle, she has this, of course, there's a huge griddle in a restaurant. And she said, I guarantee you that most of the food you eat in a restaurant is cooked on this griddle.
Right.
And she laid out those string beans on that griddle. She said, what you putting on this? And I was like, here's the ginger, here's the garlic. And she went, and turned all that stuff, and it was perfect.
Yes.
By the way,
Yeah.
I added that on my menu. So
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
yeah.
Chef.
I already did it a lot during catering, but when I realized that day, you know, picking it up for you guys, I was going, you know, this is actually quick and easy, and it's a green. So I was like, I needed another green on the menu, and I was like, all right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna add that on there.
Definitely.
Excellent.
Chef, since we are so seasoned, if you do an academy, I can see young children coming to learn how to cook healthy, because the only thing they ever think about is cheeseburgers and pizza.
Right.
We had so many different types of food, and they were all seasoned well. And them olives, to this day, I've been eating them in my salad. They
My
good.
olives. I got some across the kitchen there. I don't want to get out the view. Those olives are everything.
Yes, definitely.
I'm telling you, gone are the days where we are paying $8.99 for olives a pound. Buy your own olives, season them the way you want them to be seasoned. Because I promise you, when I let my daughter splurge on getting as many olives as she wants to on the bar, because it was the Christmas season, and we got them home and they tasted like nothing. I was like, that's it. That's it. We haven't done it since. No more olives off the olive bar.
Right.
So, well, how did you all enjoy making the anti-plague formula? Show it to us, Pooh. Faye.
I got my bottle.
Show it real
just
close.
needs
Put it
more.
right in the camera. Put it right.
It needs some more juice.
Put it right in the. You're gonna get more juice right now. That is the anti-plague formula. We have been brewing this for 3 weeks, probably about 4 weeks now. We all made this collectively. This is a labor of love. This takes about 5 hours to make if you're making it alone. And we made it as a group, and it still took us 2 hours to make it. And I am going to remove it from the container, and I'm going to blend it back. The recipe is also in the book, but if you don't want to make it, you can receive it in this vial, this 2-ounce vial. It will be a concentrate. And right now I'm going to blend up the concentrate that if you want it, you can purchase it. Just contact me and I'll be glad to send you some. So like I said, this has been, okay, so I can't get that open. Oh, it's probably going to burp because it's been sealed since we made it. And I'll get my gloves on here. And this is anti-plague formula is garlic, habanero peppers, ginger, white onions, and horseradish. And let me see. Okay, there we are. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So we're going to put some in here in the blender because you blend it back. Yes, I'm showing you how to do this. You know why? Because we need to teach people how to fish.
Yeah.
Keep ourselves healthy. We have got to do that. And if we don't, we are going to perish. And I don't want us to perish. Look at this yummy goodness. Ooh, y'all should smell this. I'm going to hurry up. I'm not going to talk over it because this is exactly what you'll get. Okay. Place an order for some. This is it. This has steeped, man, this is like burning my eyes. But it is oh so good for you. This is what we take in our house every single day. When my daughter gets sick, she know to reach for this. When she got sick in college, she knew to reach for this. All of my patients take this. And you just chop it all up and put it in here. Let me cover this up. All right, that's the brew, y'all. All right, we are here with the anti-plague formula right in the blender here. Just put it in your blender, and it's pretty loud, so I won't try to talk over it. high power blender. That you must have. We're just going to turn this into liquid. All righty. Turn my face away. Here we go. Woo! And this is the concentrate that will be in this bottle. All right? And then what you receive in this bottle can make you 1 gallon. 1 gallon of the anti-plague formula. That's what it can do. So, Faye, when you get the gumption to mix yours up, you're going to take your apple cider vinegar. You're going to get the 16-ounce bottles and get 4 16-ounce bottles. What you have in your hand, show everybody. What you have in your hand, that will make 1 gallon, if not more. You only need this much in the bottom of a bottle of apple cider vinegar to make it really effective. Okay? And a shot glass of this cancels anything trying to happen in your life. Anything at all. I need to get rid of this.
Can't wait because I need it. That new variation is on its way.
We ain't talking about that. It kills anything. Antiviral, antibacterial, antiparasitic, increases the immune system, helps keep everything in the body regulated. Everything. All right? So I want to thank you all for joining us today. I appreciate you, Chef Shaina, for dropping by.
Anytime. You already know that.
And thank you so much. What are you working on special that we can expect from Mad Apples? And invite the people to come up and see you.
Listen, I got a couple of things in the works, but this is what I will say. If you follow me on Instagram or Facebook at Mad Apples Loaded, everything is going to keep you updated on what we're doing. Even though it's late, I'm even thinking about doing something for New Year's. So.
And we have a New Year's Day party at this house. We have a New Year's Day. We have a New Year's Day get down.
Oh, all right. Well, I might have to slide over there.
You have to come over here. It's a perpetual eating party. It is.
Oh, I love it.
It's my one open house day.
I love it.
Yep, New Year's Day get down. Thank you so much, Chef Shaina. Fayette, thank you. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Thank you.
Warrior. Yes.
Love and you all.
This was IW's third Kitchen Warriors. Fourth Kitchen Warriors. Yes. And we will continue to do them. So I want to thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you, Chris. That does it for me. To let your eyes shine, cut back on the wine, get good food fast, and go easy on the greasy. Until next time, I'm Dr. DrBrookshire here to help you attain and maintain your perfect health. Let's do it again next week, okay? God bless you.
Yay!